Alrighty. Let me meet to do my intro.
Flag is in the air. Inside. Got a car coming inside now. Got a car coming inside now.
Alright, this is genuinely an idea. Part 2 of rewriting the 2026 championship. So, NASCAR is, yeah. If you don't get the fuck out of the way, Soares, I will dump you, bro. I swear to God, move. This is why Chastain did not deserve the fucking Champ 4. Genuinely, move your ass. Trackhouse racing is a donkey. Come on. Okay, we're good. I would call him the B word, but you never know when a model joined the VC, so probably someone will get tossed about that. Luckily, Crano and no one, like, the people who fucking got pressed about it in Pink Diamond aren't in here, so I could say it freely, unless if Mr. Clock would like it. That's right, I don't think they will. They're doing really good. Yeah, I genuinely said in these. I mean, I understand it though. I understand it to a point because, like, if you're directing it at someone, like someone actually in the VC or something. No, I understand it though. Like, if you're genuinely directing it at someone, it could be rude. Like, it could be used rudely. But I mean, generally, I never use it like directing it at someone in the VC. Like, that's what I mean. I'm either talking about some stupid shit that's going in the game or whatever. So I don't direct it at people. But I mean, if you are, I completely understand not allowing it. Which a lot of it doesn't make it enough. Yeah, bro, eating a brick cracker, bro. You know what's red and big and fucking rectangular shaped and not good for your teeth? Definitely not a brick, bro. Yeah, bro. Hey, man, eating a brick, that's a very good choice, bro. It's healthy. It's healthy, balanced, and a good meal. Don't fucking do that. I'm joking.
Careful.
Do not do that. I'm completely joking.
That was a better lap.
Oh, yeah, those mutated rats, they attack you a lot. I don't even know what the fuck you're playing. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Still there? You got room.
Alright, guys, real question, though. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish right now? Okay, I was deadass complaining about the 99 of Soares 1 minute ago, and I looked to the fucking leader, and I instantly see his Trackhouse teammate, his bitch teammate, the one car leading the race. God damn it, bro. This is why they're a third, like a fucking top 30 finish in this race alone. Chastain genuinely did not deserve the crash. He got like this. This is just proof. I mean, his teammate's ass. Soares like was ass in this season. Chastain was like a top 15 point driver in this season. That's it. And he ran like top 5 a couple times. Genuinely, this year, like IRL NASCAR, Soares in the 99 deserved that Atlanta win. He didn't deserve it at all at the finish because he was clearly not the leader. It's all of a blame about. But I mean, yeah, whatever, man. Soares is just insane now. He won one race and got a round of 16 chase exit and just like got sent. Bro, honestly, I loved being at Talladega. Chad, it's so easy. It's honestly, you can shut your mouth, bro. It's really easy. Like, genuinely, shutting up is easy as fuck, bro. You just gotta shut your mouth, like, for 1 second. Okay. Bro, honestly, I was sitting here streaming this shit a few days ago, like this entire rewriting championship attempt. I swear to God, the first 2 races, Cole Custer in the 41 pissed me the fuck off. Like, he was genuinely in the back at autocross and pissing me off so much. And now he's up here in second and pissing me off even more. Bro, he's up here in second now and pissing me off even more. Move, Custer. Move your ass. You're a Stuart Haas car in 2022. Your fucking team is gonna die in 2 years. Who cares? Like, you're literally just getting on my nerves, bro. And then there's just me getting fucking pissed off at NASCAR drivers, AI drivers, by the way. These aren't even actual people fucking driving. This is genuinely chaos. I'm getting pissed This NASCAR Heat 5 2022 update is genuinely the fucking downfall of NASCAR. I mean, it's just getting dumped on NASCAR content. This is stupid. I love how, okay, so like, don't get me wrong here. This update is like for the 2022 cars, right? They didn't get this out until 2023 late June. Like, they didn't even bring it out. And they finally released it and got it to work in like 2023 August. I mean, they had it out in June, late June, but it was glitching for so many people. I got it to work in I think like July, and everything. You just had to you had to restart your console or whatever, re-download the game.
All right, you're clear.
Genuinely, this update was just an asshole. I mean, it honestly glitched, and it finally works now because it's like a year later and it's okay. But it genuinely was glitching the whole time. Chastain, I swear to God, we're not doing crossover moves for the fucking lead at Atlanta. Stop. Learn to drive. Buddy, I will dump your ass. I don't care if they call you the watermelon farmer. Don't fucking test me.
Got a car coming inside now.
Ran straight into the wall right after I said don't fucking test me, by the way. I drove the car straight into the wall. Don't test me. This is why Hamlin had a fucking feud with you, bro. He was pissed. I'm driving the thing. No, genuinely, I was racing the first race of the season. It took Hamlin until half the season. It ended to get pissed at Chastain. I am literally in the first 5 races of the season and already pissed at Chastain. I genuinely was pissed at him on the 500, the start of the season. I mean, he would not stop him losing. And he's genuinely about to get himself dumped for nothing again. Oh yeah, at Auto Club, my teammate at the time in here, Hamlin and Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch was about to have a chance at a top 5 finish. There's a few laps to go. Kyle's dead ass running in the lead. I'm about to pass him. I decided to dump him into the wall and he finishes top 20. Nice. Honestly, I didn't mean to dump him. I just turned him around on accident. But he probably sucked punching me off after it. I think I wound up winning that race or finishing second out of the race. It really didn't matter. I'm looking for my second race of win of the season right now. I finished second, I think.
Still there?
Bush, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking dump you, bro. Don't trust me. I'm genuinely going through it. I don't care if you're my teammate. I'm still yelling at AI. I apologize. I will dump you. Brake check me again. I fucking swear. Move your little ass. Don't fucking test me. Okay, he actually moved out of the way.
You're clear.
He actually moved out of the way. I think he didn't want an ass We're good. The fuck did Chase Elliott come from? Where did the 9 car come from? He fucking came out of nowhere. What came from the hole in the back in the sticks? The was row in the second car. Where did he come from? Okay. This race is genuinely making me freak out. Bro, deadass came from the pits of hell. I don't know where the fuck he came from. He's genuinely in second, running for the lead now. He's looking to my inside for the lead. I don't know where this motherfucker came from, but he's about to get his ass sent back to the fuel. Don't test me. I will fucking dump your ass into turn 4. I will fucking Earnhardt you. Just like... Okay, Bill Elliott didn't Earnhardt. But I don't care. I will dead ass Earnhardt you. I don't care, Chase. Don't fucking test me. I've had a piss off day. And I don't want you to be the reason that I murder an ass. Even if it's AI. See, I ran you into the wall. I am not messing around. Get the fuck back to your rightful position, 40. And I just said thank you like I genuinely meant it. After being an ass. Thank you. You're being a very good guy. Thank you for listening.
Got a car coming inside now.
Kyle, I swear to God, I will auto club you again. If you were watching the stream when I auto clubbed him, I got pissed at him. And I wrecked my own teammate. I will do it again. I don't care. I do not care. That stream was a few days ago. Go check that out if you're watching this. I will do it again, Kyle. I will fucking do it. Don't try to pass me. Chase, you know what? You're getting fucking done. What the fuck? Okay, it wrecks me. Wow. Wow. You know, rule number 1 of stock car racing is learn how to wreck someone without wrecking yourself. Shut your bitch ass up. I'm going. I did. I just wrecked someone and wrecked myself. Like, shut your I don't give a fuck. Clock is just clocking. What the hell? How are we only a third of the way through this race? Why did I put it on 81 laps? God damn. Who is genuinely gonna sit through 81 laps of this bullshit in the stream, bro? I'm sitting here. I started the stream on lap 10, by the way. That was about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes. This is just genuine chaos right now. Kyle Busch is sitting here leading by a whole second, and I'm trying to gain on him now. Because Elliott had to be a little shit and get himself wrecked. I didn't talk about that, though. I became a Danica Patrick and did not learn how to wreck someone without wrecking myself. I don't give a flying fuck, though. I wrecked Elliott. He deserved it. Honestly, I got payback. Well, technically, I was going to wreck him in Martinsville 2017. But I got payback from his annoying ass, so we're good. Kyle Busch getting passed by Hamlin. We could work together, but instead I decided to wreck him. I'm looking for it. She genuinely is like the fucking... Okay, so if you've ever heard of JD McDuffie, I'll say right now, the number that he drove, deadass, was like the one car number that had the most continuous starts without a win. Like, genuinely, a whole record in Guinness World Records in NASCAR. He had the most consecutive starts without a win. Anyway, he was known as the fucking... He was basically known as like the 1970s/80s... McDuffie was known as like the 70s/80s Danica Patrick in NASCAR. Terrible finishes, terrible racing. I mean, R.I.P. to him though. He honestly was okay, but he was known as like the 1970s/80s after. So Danica Patrick is like the JD McDuffie of modern NASCAR. I apologize. So Patrick is deadass, just basically the JD McDuffie of modern NASCAR. Honestly, she basically is. Honestly, she was good in IndyCar. She deadass just should have stayed. Going to NASCAR, she became dog shit. Straight up dog shit. Like, she won an Indy 500. She won an Indy 500, the only win she'll ever have. She never had a... No, the funny thing is, she never had a single win in NASCAR history, like in Cup Series or Xfinity. She genuinely had, like, I think 4 top 10s across her whole career, maybe? Yeah. Honestly, you are way more chill than she is. Also, now she's an F1 fan, and a complete lunatic. Apparently she supports Trump, and is a fucking F1. F1 is an idiot. I'm not going to talk politics, but F1? You go to F1 races and know nothing about those cars. I mean, probably a little bit, because IndyCar and F1 look similar, but that's dead-ass similarities. They are similar. Like, the cars look similar. That's genuinely the only thing. Danica Patrick is literally... Okay, there's a clip of her wrecking another driver named Landon Castle. They were dead-ass on track for, like, a top 30 finish. This is, I think, at Kansas, back in, like, 2011, 2012. So, she decides to... Okay, so she decides to wreck him after he's pissed her off for the past 2 or 3 laps, right? Genuinely, her her spotter is sitting there. They both go spinning. This is going out of turn 2 at Kansas. She deadass goes spinning with him after wrecking him, and no, her spotter are both saying, like, you can hear this through like the like right after it happened, right after she hits the wall. You can hear, like, through the audio, like, in the actual race replay. Keep it off the wall, keep it off the wall. Ah, damn it. Like, genuinely, they were disappointed in her. Then you see, like, a clip of it after. You know better than do that chicken shit. They see her crew chief, like, after the race, like, saying, you know better than to do that chicken shit. So, what happened was, she wrecks him, he goes spinning, he doesn't hit the wall whatsoever. And then she runs straight into the wall with the ass of her car. It was hilarious as fuck. So Landon Castle then utters the most famous words in NASCAR, basically. Well, rule number 1 of stock car racing is learn how to wreck someone without wrecking yourself. Basically where that statement comes from. Because she dead-ass wrecked herself. And actually wrecked herself out of the race. He just got spun. He just went spinning. And was able to, like, keep it going. That's the best part of all that. Genuinely, she had a terrible ass career. Hold on, let me see if I can find the clip and just play the audio, because it was hilarious. Rule number 1 of stock car racing. Let me see if I can find this. It was deadass on like played on radioactive, like NASCAR radioactive, and there's been a saying going around of like Danica's like anagram. So so like the D stands for do y'all, then like A, like their deadass was like something about it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it's funny as hell. I swear to God, I'm trying to find it. Oh no no no. Okay okay okay. So Danica mean like D means does. A anyone. N notice. I of course. C crash and then A lot. Danica, does anyone notice I crash a lot? Genuinely, that was just her NASCAR career summed up. Hold up. Okay okay. I found the clip. I found the clip. So this is someone playing iRacing for a second. You just hear like the engine noise. No, okay, apparently they don't play the clip. Let me see if I can find it though. It's funny as hell. Here we go. You hear her crew chief saying, "Do not hit anything. Do not hit anything." She runs into the wall.
Castle going for a slide. We did not hit anything. Did not hit anything.
And then you hear Patrick into the wall. Okay, hold on. Hold up. It gets better.
It looked like Danica had a chance of not hitting anything.
She had a chance of not hitting anything. She just deadass turned the car right into the wall. That was the funniest part.
Back up on the track.
Okay, it gets better though. Hold on. You hear Landon Castle's voice on this. You hear Landon Castle on it.
25th and 26th positions.
They're basically running for like mid to backpack positions, 25th and 26th at this point. So they're coming for like a. This is also with about 70, like no, 110 laps to go in the race out of 267. They genuinely had nothing, no reason to get this pace.
And I saw
was
that
funny.
it kind of looked like Castle went into turn 1 ahead of Patrick, and maybe she thought she could make a move underneath him, and things didn't go like she wanted it to.
Hold up. I'll screen share it. I will genuinely screen share it. I'll come into the VC and screen share it on my phone just so you can actually see what happened. It's genuinely the most hilarious fucking clip in NASCAR history, I'm pretty sure. Hold up, go into I'm gonna go into VC on my phone. I will start screen sharing this. Alright, this isn't gonna get me banned like sharing Instagram Reels, so don't worry. I probably won't get in trouble for that shit, like for this shit compared to that. Alright, screen sharing. Genuinely, like the title of the video, 12 years ago, by the way, this is when this happened. Danica Patrick tries to wreck Landon Castle at Kansas. You clearly could tell she tried to wreck him, by the way. Okay, hold on. You can hear it, right? You can hear the audio, right? No, you can hear the audio, right?
Give me a second. Hold on. Are you Agent Batman?
Agent Twisted. Oh, yeah, basically, yeah. Agent Batman, yeah. Genuinely the most funny NASCAR clip I think I've ever seen. And the most hilarious and understandable one. Alright, hold up. Let me plug my phone in real quick, then I'll play the video. This genuinely was one of the best things I've ever seen. Yeah, that quote. Literally that quote. You're not better than to do that chicken shit. No, in fact, she does not. Okay, hold up. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Like, you see her turn the car straight right. Like, she had a chance to save it.
Wait, is she the green one?
Yeah, green one, the same car.
Okay.
She genuinely had a chance to save it. Hold up, just listen to what happens. Like, they're sitting there thinking that she just like tried to go off for a pass and missed it. They had a clip of what happened before, like going off out of turn 4 before this, the lap before.
And Harry, he's advertising GoDaddy.com, and then the other one is
Okay, Danica is. This was funny. Just watch this. Hold up. So this is off turn 4. He bumps her barely. He didn't even touch her, actually. So she just got genuinely pissed. And then this is what happens. She basically dumps him. And then wrecks herself. Hold up. The best clip as well. And just keep it off the wall. She actually does not. But listen to this. Listen to this.
the way that it looks like she's cussing out the maintenance worker.
Oh no, listen to this. This is even better. You know better than to do that shit. She doesn't.
What's the weirdest sponsored?
Okay, hold up.
Weirdest car?
Genuinely, they had like Burger King and all sorts of other shit on the sponsors. Okay, this is the clip. This is the clip of him talking as well. This is a newer clip. Bubba Wallace wrecked Larson and wrecked himself. Gordon does the same. They have multiple clips of it.
I love how they play the clips.
They genuinely just show the clips of people doing that and breaking themselves. It's honestly hilarious.
It reminds me of those Top Gun compilations.
Yeah. Okay, hold up. Let's see some Kyle Busch radioactive. This is like a genuine NASCAR driver who was dead ass. Like, he was a bit pissed a while back. He's honestly genuinely more chill now.
I love watching people just. I just love watching.
Also, 48 was my favorite driver at this time. Jimmy Johnson. You can probably tell what the expletives are. Like, if you've heard them after a while.
Oh my god.
You just hear, like, the sensor sounds are hilarious, too. Get off my... You little...
I need a car horn set. I need the car horn set. It reminds me of whenever Matt in the first lap, I think.
Oh no, you hear him say junk, 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 junk. Did I mention it's junk? Copy on the junk.
One scene, the one where he says, "Is this your idea of fun now?"
God bless America.
It reminds
He
me of
sends in his resignation. Still races 5 years later. Oh no, there's been like insane NASCAR injuries before. Let me see if I can find a NASCAR injury compilation. Like just see like NASCAR injuries. There's like dead ass been some crazy ones. Like even before this, like even before this year. Yeah. This was a injury in like one of the past couple of years when one of the drivers actually got like I think it looked like it was a broken hand. I think I remember. I don't remember what it was. A lot of them actually have like crazy
Well, this is
injuries
a
there.
crash cam.
Yeah, you see fire on the car ahead.
Oh god. Oh.
Oh, oh, back into traffic. Jordan Anderson deadass had like his car was on fire at the time. He genuinely climbed out of the truck right next to the wall. Like if you watch this clip, his car was fully blowing up into flames. So you see him like barely get out of there in time. If you heard his spotter on the radio communications at the time, he was genuinely saying, "Get out of there now. Whatever you have to do, get out of there and get to the wall." Like basically just saying that. I mean, it was probably gonna kill him otherwise. He was lucky to get out of there. Basically, he genuinely just had like second degree burns across his neck, face, right arm, and hands on both knees. He was able to be safe, and everything should heal up within a few weeks.
I've had second degree burns before, and close to third degree.
Yeah, I've had both. I've had both. They hurt like hell. This was Kurt Busch's concussion. Basically just like led to his retirement. He raced since like 2000 and quit a couple years ago, 2022. It genuinely looks like just a normal spin into the wall, but with like how the cars were at this point, it was a concussion that led to his just demise in racing. He's still okay now. He just doesn't race anymore. I mean, genuinely, it was just a hard hit. Like it wasn't even that bad. It's just a normal spin into the wall. Like most drivers have been good in any other car, but how it was right here, the car was just not in its normal way. It could have been. It's not in the best way.
Yeah, I've had concussions before, and
Oh,
like the first time I've had one, I
yeah.
almost threw up.
I remember seeing this race live, by the way. Logano wasn't the one who got injured, the 22. The 11. So you see him spin back into the wall. This is what happened. He hit the wall head on. So you barely get any angles of it. This is really the only angle you could see of it. Like, genuinely one of the only angles. This is what you could see. He got an injured back and missed 4 races because of it. Genuinely one of the only angles you could see of it. The Fox Sports coverage was okay at this point, though. But that was a hard hit for him. There's been a lot of injuries in like NASCAR.
I have a compilation of crashes recorded on VHS.
Yeah. Oh, this one. I deadass was going. Tony Stewart's gonna win this race. He made a terrible block and wrecked the whole pack. I mean, genuinely, I was excited for that. My driver was completely in the back, so he couldn't have done anything. I think he wrecked in the middle of this and just couldn't save it.
Is he okay?
They were all okay, but my driver was the lowest 48 that you see up there, right next to Stewart. And I mean, genuinely, all of them just got unlucky because of it.
The way they spread it out,
Yeah.
like
The craziest part was this wasn't even the biggest wreck in NASCAR history, or even close to it.
Right there, I can't tell.
I'm pretty sure that was Earnhardt, Dale Earnhardt Jr. He was just on the greens game for once.
The green one is.
Yeah. Oh, also, this was an Xfinity race in 2015. The driver who ran straight into the wall on the inside, you see the 54 swipe down there, to the left. Genuinely, he missed half of the season. He missed half the season and came back in Cup and won the championship. I still don't know how he did it, but he had a broken leg. Like, if you watch that, it was a hard hit. You see them getting him out of there, and he had a broken leg in multiple spots. There's been a lot of injuries over NASCAR history. This is an older clip.
Oh god. Is he okay?
A lot of them have survived all these crashes. These are just more non-lethal injuries. Just injuries.
Did that guy survive though?
Yeah, they all did survive these. Like, at least these crashes. The 3 survived this one as well. He had a broken collarbone and sternum. But, yeah.
How did you survive?
A lot of these were just the non-lethal injuries. I mean, Earnhardt had a fatal crash in 2001, but that was before that, a few years before. They survived it. A lot of crazy stuff in here. There's an intentional crashes compilation where like people wreck each other, like purposefully. Worst ones of all time. By the way, these are not the worst ones of all time at all. I mean, genuinely not at all. No fatal ones, which is kind of sad if they say that and they're not. This was 2003, I think, if I remember right. So 2001, Senior died, and no NASCAR driver specifically died in a race before this. I mean, after that. So Park was alive after this. It was a crazy hit.
Wait, is the Smash car dead?
No, basically just the car is. The drivers are okay though. There hasn't been an actual death in NASCAR since 2001, like an actual driver death.
Yeah.
Like where they died to a crash. But a lot of these are just more or less just big wrecks. This was during the race that Earnhardt died. He died in the last lap. But this was before the last lap. They had 100 laps or so to go. Genuinely insane. This one was genuinely one of the worst wrecks that you've ever seen. I mean, it was a crazy hit.
I like watching the crash compilations only whenever it's not lethal.
Oh yeah, by the way, you did see the front windshield like flying. This guy did survive, by the way. He did survive. I mean, it's almost impossible to believe, but he got hit at an angle that he was luckily able to survive. Like if you rewatch the full thing, the rest of the pieces of his car, he was on the other side of the driver's door. It's like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can zoom in. So he's basically like all the way back in like the back part of this. He's generally closer to the wall than any of that. So the back of his car that's left just gets hit and he's alive. Surprised that he even made out of there. Michael Waltrip, this is at the same track. About 10 or 15 years before this, Michael Waltrip ended up hitting the same exact wall at the same spot, and his car did the same thing. It sawed in half. This was at like a point where like they had a terrible point of the track pieces. Like they just had a. They've since then saved it again and made it easier, like accessible and non-hittable. By the way, he survived this wreck as well. He had a wreck at Daytona earlier that year as well that was the same way. This was Talladega.
How do people survive that?
It's crazy, honestly.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, like I'm glad there's only been like really one death in NASCAR. I was like, there's only been one death.
Oh, by the way, this guy's son, Randy LaJoy's son, Corey LaJoy, had 2 flips this year as well, like an IRL NASCAR.
Yikes.
Basically, they've had, I think, like 5 between the two of them, his father and son.
Oh god, there's the 76 gas station.
Oh, this wreck was insane. I remember watching it live on TV. I was about 4 years old when this happened. I turned 4 this race. Around this year.
Okay, oh.
Oh, by the way, at the race that I went in person to this year at Talladega, there was this was the spring race. There was an exactly same type of block that happened in the last lap. Let me see if I can find a clip of that as well. Like they had a whole highlights reel of the entire race. Let me see if I can find it. Because I genuinely had a whole stands video of it. Like I saw the last.
Have watched it on TV.
Yeah, I was in person up here. I was about like a few hundred feet past the start finish line.
I saw Sputnik. I saw the Sputnik.
Yeah, I was about a few hundred feet past the start finish line. Like we were in one of the stand sections there. It was awesome being here, honestly. genuinely one of the craziest races that I've ever been to. You could hear like the engines from a half mile away almost. I mean, it was crazy. So I can go to like the. Let me see if I can go to like the highlights where like a lot more of the stuff happened because the first 120 laps there's always just pure boringness. Like the first 130 or so, I think. There was not really much that happened, which I was surprised. This was just basically the only thing that happened. Coming out of pit road, someone spun and there was no caution.
Yeah, just Gambred just like, whee!
Alright, around about here is where they finally have something happen almost. So the end of stage 2, I think a bit into stage 3.
Is that a DHL? Oh yeah, that is a DHL.
Coming into stage 3 is where it starts happening more, about like lap 140, 150 or so. Here's the one thing that happened, the starting of the craziness.
Yeah, like, are those two DHL cars? I think those are two DHL cars. Okay.
By the way, this wasn't even anywhere close to the most chaotic thing that happened that race, by the way. I'll say right now.
Two people, oh my
Yeah,
god.
this wasn't even anywhere close to the biggest thing that happened as well. Like, there was an even worse thing. This is where it happens. The 7 car, like, keep an eye on the right side. The 7 car, or so, line there.
Okay.
Just watch what happens here. One of them made a bad push, and just watch this. By the way, the 43 hit the exact same, like, so he hit the wall at the exact same angle that Dale Earnhardt Sr. died in a crash. Like, he genuinely died in 2001 at the exact same angle, but about 10 times the speed and force. And he suffered only a broken back. Like, he only had a fractured back and he was out a few weeks. I mean, he was lucky. The safety features have completely improved.
But he's still driving after
Yeah,
that?
yeah. The safety features have completely improved a bunch, like tenfold.
Whoa.
And it's good to see that he's still okay. Like, genuinely, if you like, so a lot of people hate Denny Hamlin in the 11 now. It's like, they saw that he was involved in that. You heard, like, a few people just generally cheering or jeering that he was wrecked. And then after we saw how bad it was, like on the stand that they had around the thing, like around the track, the jumbotron, when we saw the damage to Jones's car, and like after we saw what had happened, literally you could hear a whole pin drop. That's how dead ass silent was there. I mean, genuinely, everyone realized pretty quickly, like after how hard the 43 hit, because Earnhardt Sr. had died 23 years prior in a completely less hard hit. But about the exact same, like, genuine turn. But the fuck? My Discord auto-updated, by the way. My Discord randomly auto-updated, by the way. I do not know what the fuck that was. I genuinely...
Apparently Discord doesn't like NASCAR.
I genuinely am, like, confused. I just randomly auto-updated, but okay. Oh, and I can't open YouTube now. That's cool. Okay. It just... Okay, it won't let me open YouTube now. YouTube's auto-updated. What the fuck? What is happening? What is genuinely happening with my phone? Huh?
Discord booted me out.
No, I'm confused. It's auto-updating every app for nothing.
Same time for you as well?
Okay. Oh, well, alright. We just see Mufasa the Lion King. Alright. Cool, I want to see the rest of this video that I was genuinely trying to screen share. Come on. Okay. So they just had like some bad pushes and that's what caused that. Genuinely, he was lucky enough to survive with a broken back and that was it. Like a couple fractures in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised that he did. That also wasn't even the biggest wreck that happened either. Like, if you go to, like, the last lap or so, there is a huge wreck that happens.
Like, what's the biggest wreck?
This wasn't even the biggest wreck in, like, in modern day history.
I want to see the biggest
They had a 28-car pileup in, like, in the fall race of this exact track. Like, this was the spring race. They had a 28-car pileup as well. At least I can find that one. That was the genuinely biggest modern day wreck. And then you see the rest of the field randomly like pile up into it.
Oh God!
I was genuinely like about a couple hundred feet past the start finish line, maybe a few hundred. And I got to see like right where the 14 of Briscoe ended up right at the end of it. I mean, I was sitting right in front of it. It was genuinely chaotic. You saw LaJoya in the 7 just like flipped on his side coming right past us. I mean, it was crazy.
Who was the guy screaming Who was the guy screaming?
I hate this. They always go, "Hi, I'm Parker Klugerman." I don't know. You can't even see anything that happened.
I don't know who was screaming.
Yeah. This isn't the wreck, by the way. This is an Xfinity race of the exact same weekend. I was there as well in person watching this. Big wrecks there as well. I mean, there's genuinely a lot of big wrecks there. Alright, by the way, did you know about the banned NASCAR move?
No.
So, they're sitting at a short track. The one car of Chastain, this is how he got into the championship for 2022. He's sitting here, he needs to get like 5 or 6 spots, like he needs to pass 5 or 6 cars to be able to get into the playoffs. Like, into the championship for. So, he decides to make a pretty crazy... Yeah, they call him the watermelon man. Because he was a watermelon farmer, actually, before being a race car driver. So, you watch this in the last lap. You just watch this out of nowhere. You just see him running the wall, ripping the wall at 130 miles an hour.
He hugged the wall.
Yeah, I'd say he hugged it alright.
I love the terminology.
I'd say he hugged the wall, yeah, honestly.
I love the terminology.
Let me drop back and see if I can find, like... What's this? Oh, this was the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona. There was 2 flips in this race, by the way. There was 2 flips and a shock winner in this race. It was crazy. Y'all mind if I season? I don't mind. Here's the CSD video. Y'all mind if I season 8? And I'm good. One of my probably favorite NASCAR races to watch. I wasn't there in person. I was just watching it on TV. Genuinely, this was the most crazy race.
I would go to races. It's just like I don't have the attention span, and my ears are extremely sensitive.
Yeah.
Nothing really interesting happens.
Yeah, like the only thing that happens that's interesting is just really the chaos at during the wrecks. Some crazy moments. By the way, one of the cars had a engine on fire. This is what happened, really. Like his entire back of his car went onto fire.
That's cool, but terrifying.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Then they go back to green flag racing, and there's just a huge wreck that happens. There they go.
Why is the narrator Australian?
Oh, there's a couple of them. The commentators are like just funny as hell. This one's actually one of the best commentators though this year they've had. Like honestly, he's a very good one. His name is Leigh Diffie, Leigh. He's actually pretty cool. He genuinely made the rest of the season like sound good. They had a huge wreck here.
Well, no one just freaking.
Yeah, they had multiple big wrecks on this race. I mean, genuinely, a lot of the cars that were left were still having a bit of damage, and you just see multiple of the wrecks. It was pretty chaotic. There was one of the cars smoking, like his entire car was just smoking up in the back. Busher in the 17 is probably my favorite driver right now. Honestly, he's one of the best ones there. He's really one of the best ones who hasn't gotten a championship yet or even been in playoffs that much. I mean, he deserves it genuinely. He's running like top 10 most of the races a lot here. He's like a top 10, top 15 generic driver that runs good, but just gets unlucky. Here's the second stage ending, and Busher, I think, got like 12th or so, I don't know. This is like the final stage where a lot of chaos happened in it. Multiple crazy moments. Pretty sure it's happening around here. So
Where's
Nemechek
more Danica Patrick close?
gets one. Danica retired about 6 years ago total in Cup. I think 7 or so.
More videos of her.
I'll just do the last couple clips of this because there was huge wrecks here. McDowell around and he's flipping almost. I mean, it was just genuine chaos. So Busher in the 17 was caught up in this wreck and pushed it back to 6th place finish at the end. He was able to get through a lot of the the wreck traffic, and made it through. So this is where another wreck happens. So Barry goes from the outside of the lane to spinning and then flipping. Like end over end flipping and then running into the wall. Yeah. He goes straight from. By the way, they made memes of him saying Barry's gone and just disappears from thin air. Barry's gone, disappears into thin air. There's people that just genuinely made memes of that, and it says, what?
Is the dude Australian commentating?
Yeah. Then you see what happens at the end here, because the 17's still able to race. He finishes 6th by the end of this. What the fuck am I getting these ads for? I don't give a fuck if diamonds speak louder than words. Shut the fuck up and let me watch my fucking shit. Thank you. God.
I don't want to shop for Black Friday savings.
I genuinely just forgot I was still streaming on YouTube. I've been fucking yapping. Hold on, let me fucking end that shit. Ah,